Hey everybody, it's Greg Harrelson here. And as I mentioned in a previous video, I want to talk to you about ways that you can improve your listing presentation. You know, there's a lot of us that just get sick and tired of going on listing presentations. We walk out, we don't get the listing, and we keep hearing things like, you know what, I just want to think it over. I've got another appointment tomorrow with another agent, then I'm going to make my decision. I'm not really sure if we want to sell. We just hear all these objections and smoke screens constantly. Again, spending all this time in preparation, going to their home, doing a full presentation, walking out disappointed because we didn't get it. So I'm going to share with you the 3 ways that you can improve your listing presentation. Let me just take it right from my notes. Step number 1 is be an information gatherer. In the listing presentation and around listing presentations, a lot of times agents like to give information and they think the more information they give, the more value they're demonstrating. And you know what? You do need to give information, but before you give information, you need to gather information. So step number 1 in building a better listing presentation is be a good information gatherer. I wrote down here some things that you need to gather before you go on the presentation. This would be the day before, the night before. It'd be a call before the presentation. You need to know, why are they selling? And really figure out, like, not only where are they moving to, but why are they selling? What's really motivating them to do a transaction at this moment? Of course, where are they moving? Yes, when they would like to be there. When would they like to be there? And of course, what price are they hoping to get for the property? See, if you understand why they're selling, where they're going, when they would like to be there, and what they're hoping to sell the property for, you've got a leg up. Before you even get to the presentation, you understand them. So you can kind of think through all that information and build that stuff and touch on those things in the presentation. And they're going to appreciate it because they're going to know that, wow, you really ask good questions, you're really listening, and your presentation is built around helping us accomplish those things. So step number 1 is to be an information gatherer. Step number 2 I have here is having a structured presentation. Now, a lot of people would think, well, Greg, I don't want to have a canned presentation. I didn't use the word canned. I said structured presentation. I don't want you to be a robot. You don't want to be a robot. No doubt, none of us do. But we do need to have structure to our presentation. If we don't have structure, like follow a template to the presentation, it's just chaos. We just go out on tangents. They ask a question and then we go answer that question. And maybe we go too far into the answer of that question. We get off of track and lose focus and whatnot. And it's hard to get back on track. So following a structure. I coach a structure, what to do in the foyer when you first get there, what you have to do when you're taking a tour of their property, how to present at the kitchen table, and how to close for the business, which leads to me to step number 3. We've got to improve our close. Now, a close does not have to be a hard close. It doesn't have to be a fancy, salesy close. No, the close is nothing more than a natural progression to a great listing presentation. If you've gathered information ahead of time and are prepared and you follow structure, then the close will be natural. And the close doesn't have to be, again, fancy or slimy or salesy or manipulative. One of the greatest closes that I use, I think it's great because it works great, and that is, what price would you like to start with? Assuming I've already presented price and given them some options, I just simply ask, hey, what pricing strategy should we start with? That is my close. And they typically point to my document and they choose a price. And I say, fantastic. I think based on where you want to go, the time frame, and what you're hoping to accomplish, I think I'd probably make the similar decision as you just did. Let's go ahead and get started. See, the close doesn't have to be fancy. It can be very subtle, but it is a natural progression to a great listing presentation. Those are 3 things that you can do to dramatically improve your presentation. And I have agents that I'm training in my office that I'm training that are using these exact steps. Of course, we're training a lot more than what I can share in a 5-minute video, but we're using these steps, and these agents are taking 5, 7, some are taking more than 15 listings per month following these simple steps. Of course, there's a little bit more to it. And if you would like to know a little bit more, if you'd like to master the listing presentation and start building up a listing inventory and start doing more seller sales, please reach out to me. I'd love to train you, love to give you some additional information, no strings attached. We'll talk to you soon. I'm Greg Harrelson. You all have a wonderful week.